Hello traders, Trader Tom here from Simply Forex, the channel created to help you read the charts. As I said, guys, I'm going to give you my trade ideas every day. So every single trade idea, every single day. So let's get stuck in. Let's do it. Let's not mess around. So I'm also going to show you things that I'm looking at. So we're going to look at Swiss franc pairs, right? These are not necessarily trade ideas, although, I'm still inclined to buy them. And if you look at Aussie dollar Swiss franc, it's just absolutely tearing, right? Ever since we've had that Swiss franc interest rate that was worse than expected, we've had real weakness in the Swiss franc. And you can see this here, right? Aussie dollar Swiss franc is just, bullish, bullish, bullish. The problem with these Swiss franc pairs now is that they're hitting some, resistance here, okay? Although, if there was no resistance here, I would want to keep buying this because of this candle. Yeah, it's just very bullish. And it's the same with a few of the Swiss franc pairs. If we look at Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, again, super bullish candle, right? We're clearly in this uptrend. Yeah, super bullish candle. But we find ourselves at a bit of, resistance at this level. All right. And again, the same with Euro Swiss franc. However, this one looks like it's broken the resistance, right? But, we're in this uptrend. Yeah, just bullish candle, bullish candle. We have broken this level of resistance with this Swiss franc pair. But another thing is they just perhaps a little bit overbought. I mean, look at all of that buying pressure. Are we due a bit of a retrace, before we come higher? So I just wanted to share that on Swiss franc pairs because I am looking at them and I want to trade Swiss franc weakness, but some of them are a little bit overbought and some of them are hitting resistance. Okay, so just to be aware of that. However, I do have some trade ideas for today. So my first trade idea is euro against the Aussie dollar, right? And I really like this because if we start with the weekly chart, okay, you can clearly see, we're in this downtrend, right? We've broken this last area of support here. We actually spoke about this in the live stream yesterday. And if you're interested in our live stream, guys, we do a live stream 8 a.m. every day, Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. New York EST time. So come join me for that, get all of your questions ready. But weekly in a downtrend. And what I also like is if you zoom out, between here and here, there's just free air, right? You don't hit support again until you get down here. So we've got free air to move into, and we're in a downtrend on the weekly chart. And then if we look at the day chart, right, we're also in a downtrend stroke range, right? So you can clearly see there's an area of support and resistance through here, and this low has been holding as well. So we're ranging between there, right? But if I zoom in, yeah, at the top of this range, we've had a very nice bearish candle. Yeah, not only has it bounced off the moving average 20, but it's also bounced off of this horizontal resistance as well. That is called double whammy resistance. It's in all the big economic books. But you can see the resistance there, guys, right? Big bearish candle. Yeah, I think we can take price back down to this 6050 level, if not back down to that weekly level we spoke about. Right, so yeah, really like this trade. However, like all my trades, guys, certain criteria needs to be met for us to trade it, right? Now, if we drop down to the H4, yeah, you can clearly see these last H4 lows. And you can clearly see they're holding, right? Now, let's take a look at that on the H1. Again, right, you can clearly see this level is holding. So what do I want to see? Is just a break, right? If we end up getting, price action like this and we get a break, nice bearish candle, we can start selling here, put our stop above the last swing high here, maybe even here, and take price back down to those daily lows, the bottom of the range. All right, so that's Euro Aussie dollar sells. That's what we're looking to do, but need a break of this level, guys. The next trade is Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, right? I'm interested in this because let me explain, right? So we are in a range. Okay, if you look at the day chart, this is the day chart. We are ranging between here and here, right? Buyers, sellers, buyers, sellers, buyers, right? As clear as day, that is in a range. We are in an uptrend stroke range, right? And normally, if that's the case, I want to buy the bottom of the range. Okay. However, I just really like this big bearish candle that's formed at the top of this range. Okay. And also, if we look at the weekly chart, yeah, even if I pull this across, right, just look at all of this wick rejection. Yeah, there's just sellers sitting in here, right? It's taken 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, hasn't broken this level, and it keeps getting rejected with sellers, right? So if we go back to the day chart, that also supports my idea of selling from this level back down to the bottom of the range. Yeah, plus this big bearish candle. And what I also like, guys, if we drop down to the H4 now, is this, right? We've got like a double break of structure, right? Another double whammy for you. Okay, so if we just follow this H4 trend, right? But it keeps obeying this range, this trend line, sorry, right? Comes up, hits the trend line again, comes up, hits the trend line, comes up, and then we've broken, right? We've broken out of this blue trend line. Okay, so that's a big deal, right? And secondly, if we zoom in, we've broken H4 structure, right? These were the last, yeah, this was the last lows, yeah, on the H4. And then we got this big bearish H4 candle that just come, breaking down. Not only did it break horizontal support, it also broke this trend line as well. All right, so we like this for potential sells back down to the bottom of the range. Now, if we look at the H1, we look like we're getting a setup as we speak, guys. I may even enter on this trade, on this candle. Because look, that's that level we're talking about, right? H1, yeah, has broken down. It's retraced. If this nice big bearish reaction continues, I will start selling Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, so we're also looking at that. Also worth pointing out, guys, is my Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade from yesterday, right? So if we look at the day chart, like it's clearly in an uptrend, right? Yeah, and we really liked this candle because it was nice and bullish, yeah, and we wanted to take price higher, right? And I'm still in this trade. Admittedly, this candle does have a bit of a top wick, right? Which which puts me off the trade a little bit. Okay, but what I do like is the fact that the body of this candle broke the highs of these candles. So there's one thing to dislike, one thing to like about this candle. Now, if we drop down to the H4, just look at the level. Yeah, that's what I really like is this level, guys, right? If we just follow H4 structure, right, what was once resistance has become support. Okay, and if we get a nice big bullish H4 candle that bounces off that level, then, we can still come up to those daily highs and even that 1,000 big psychological level. All right, so we'll see how this candle finishes. So that's Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. Yeah, and Yeah, and also, guys, before I show you my last trade that I'm looking at, if you are interested in speaking to like-minded traders and would like to join a community and share ideas, then please come join our free Discord channel. Also, if you want a bit more than that and you would like to receive my trade signals, you would like to receive numerous tutorials, and you would like direct access to me, then please come join our VIP Discord channel. And also, guys, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers right now, you can get access to all the education we have and discounts as well, guys. All right, so check out all of these promos. They're all in the video description. Also, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button, guys. Yeah, it really helps support the channel. The last thing I'm looking at, guys, is this is oil, right? So again, it's more of the H4 reaction. Yeah, because if we just look at the H4, right? Oil has been in an uptrend. And look at this, right? It's literally retraced to this last area of resistance, now support, and we've had a really nice reaction, you know, at the moving average 20. So we've got that double whammy support again. We are seeing double whammies everywhere. So potentially, you know, we could take oil back up to this, I'd aim for this 84 level, right? So it looks beautiful on the H4, but if we look at the day chart, right, it's not super bearish, this candle, right? And, you know, if we get a nice bullish H4 reaction, I think we can still come higher. But it is worth bearing in mind we are at a little bit of resistance here as well. But just wanted to show you that because that H4 setup is so nice. All right, guys. So, yeah, those are my trade ideas and things that I'm looking at today. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Wednesday, the 3rd of July, guys. Before I get started, please don't forget to join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. We'll be looking at live charts, potentially live trades. Come join us. Right, news for today then. So the US is closing early today, guys. Yeah, it's Independence Day tomorrow, so they're all going out and getting drunk. Who can blame them, right? So some volume will drop off at the end of the market. Overnight, we've had some, you know, good news coming out of Australia, but not really big news, but better than expected. But the news we're interested in is this, guys. All morning we've got PMI. So 8:30, all of these times are London GMT. Coming out of Switzerland, we've got Procure PMI, right? So this is going to move any Swiss franc pair potentially. And we were looking at the Swiss franc pairs. 8:55 coming out of Germany, we've got services PMI, all right. 5 minutes later at 9 o'clock, we've got composite and services PMI coming out of the euro. So, you know, that 5-minute spell could really move the euro, guys. At 9:30, we've got more PMI, this time coming out of the UK. We've got composite and services. So again, could move any pound pairs. And then if we carry on down, the next pieces of news we're interested in is this. So at 1:15, yeah, we've got ADP non-farm employment. So this is a 3-star rating, guys, really important. And then 15 minutes later, we've got continuing jobless claims, initial jobless claims, and the trade balance. So all of them together are like one big 3-star rating. After that, guys, there's more news. Yeah, lots of news today. So tread carefully. At 2:45, we've got PMI figures as well. We've got composite and services PMI coming out of the US, and then 15 minutes later we've got the ISM non-manufacturing PMI and employment. Okay, and if that's not enough, yeah, 30 minutes later we've got the crude oil inventories, so that could move US dollar, oil, or the Canadian dollar, and then we've got the FOMC meetings at 7 o'clock as well. All right, so an action-packed busy news day. Tread carefully. Don't forget to join me for the live stream, guys, and have a great trading day.